Thank you, President Kennedy, esteemed faculty, great students, family, friends, and any high mucky mucks I missed. I want to thank you for this incredible honor of having just a few moments, and I do promise just a few moments to address all of you. You're amazing people, amazing students, amazing daughters and sons, and I know that your people out there who are cheering you on are so proud of you. So today is a day of celebration, a celebration of all that you've been able to academically accomplish. The papers are done, all of the schmoozing of professors so you could get over that final hump, that's all done, and now you can celebrate. But I think the most important thing you can do on a graduation day is also reflect. I can tell you from my personal experience, it does not seem like it's been over 35 years since I attended the University of North Dakota. Time flies and it moves faster as you get older. And so it is really important that as you are now taking this next step, that you not only celebrate today, but that you also reflect. And I think that a day of reflection or a moment of reflection doesn't mean just what's next, but a reflection of who am I? Where is my place in the world? What do I need to do to take those next steps? And the important thing that I want to say today is, in making this decision about what's next, put it in the context of your life. And one of the things that I always try and do, especially in good times or bad, is say, what's the 5 things that define me? Not academic success or resumes, but what's the 5 things that I can say about myself that defines me? Because in those 5 things, you will find the reality of your life and the joy of your life. And the first thing I'm always struck with is when I think about what are those 5 things that I hope define me, a wife and a mother. It's always ironic to me that when you look at bios and you look at when we talk about who someone is, what's always the last thing that's on the bio? The last thing on the bio is your family, when in your heart, it has to be the first, because your family will always be there, unconditionally for you. They are the source and the strength of your life, and you should never take them for granted, because we all do. In the toughest times in our life, it is so easy to lash out at those people who will love you unconditionally, to burden them with your worries. But remember, they are the source of your joy, not just your strength, the joy of your life. And so I'm defined as a wife and a mother because at its core, that's the joy of my life. I'm defined as a daughter. Tomorrow will be Mother's Day. Unfortunately, my mother is not here, but I have an incredible family. I am the daughter of Ray and Doreen Heitkamp. My dad was a seasonal construction worker, and my mother was a school cook, and they believed in this institution. They believed in education. They believed that their children could have something better. And when you think about it, you think about the fact that my dad was not even allowed to go to high school. He was told by his family to get out and help the family earn a living when he was 13. My mother graduated from high school, but their dream was always that their kids would have a chance to come to an institution like the University of North Dakota. And they together, as the greatest generation, built these institutions. They built this school. They invested in this school. They believed in education. And we need to renew our faith in education because it honors our mothers and our fathers and the sacrifices that they have made so that we can sit in robes and tassels and hats and enjoy a day where we know we are on to an amazing opportunity and career because of the education that we're having and that you've received here. But today is a special day for the Heitkamp family. My sister Thomasine will be named a distinguished professor, Chester Fritz Professor. My parents, my dad would have probably laughed. He said, yeah, you just got there because you showed up. She got there because she worked really hard. So congratulations to my sister Thomasine. My whole family's here to celebrate with her that incredible achievement, because no one in our family has done more and believes more in this institution and this education. I'm also defined by my curiosity. What does that mean? In this day of shortcuts by ideology, and I mean that sincerely, we believe what we hear because somebody said it. We have lost the capacity to reason. We have lost the curiosity that opens up our opportunity to understand a different perspective, a different idea. Be curious. Be curious in your life. It has done amazing things for me. I have learned so much, and that joy of learning, which I got right here at UND, the ability to think and think critically and reason right here at the University of North Dakota. McKinsey, which is a famous consulting firm in this country, predicts right now that by the year 2030, 30% of the jobs as we know them will not exist as we know them. You are prepared not by facts and numbers and data. You are prepared by reason. Use your reason. It has done amazing things for me. You will be lifelong learners. At UND, you've been taught how to be a lifelong learner. So what's the fourth thing? Well, I'm a failure. No surprise, I tried to run for governor, didn't get elected, didn't get reelected to the United States Senate. But those failures have made me resilient, and they have opened up more opportunities than I can possibly tell you. So for everything that you do, risk big, because the rewards are big. And yes, you will fail, and when you fail, if you have family and friends and your ability to reason, you will pick yourself up and you will be resilient. You will move forward. You will not achieve great things if you're not willing to risk yourself and your reputation for the things that you believe in and the ideals that you share with this institution and with this country. Do you know what you can accomplish? You know, I know it sounds hokey, but for every high school graduate who sends me a card, I send them a keychain. And I have these keychains made. I've gone through thousands since I've been in public life. And the keychains has just one simple message. What would you attempt to do if you knew you could not fail? Live that creed. Attempt to do. Worry not about failure. I can stand here receiving an honorary degree and tell you I have failed. I have failed not just once, but twice and many times in my life. And every time that happens, you can, in fact, find a new door and a new opportunity. But if you do not dare to risk, if you do not dare to fail, you will not be the best of who you can be. Finally, I'm defined by the fact that I'm a patriot and a Christian. And I know there's probably other faiths represented, but I think every faith in the world shares the idea that one of the greatest values is selflessness, is to not be selfish. Being a patriot means you're not selfish. It means you're willing to sacrifice for something more important than yourself. Being a Christian for me means that you do not only act in your own behalf, that you act in the behalf of your community and your church and your opportunities. These words, patriot and Christian, have been polarized and politicized. Take them back for what they are. They are about a community. They're about an ideal. They're about an opportunity to really, really work together to achieve the best of humankind. If we can put aside selfish differences, if we can live the true meaning of those two words, this country and this world is unstoppable. Humankind will continue to excel and to do amazing things. And I want to give you just a quote from Robert Kennedy. Robert Kennedy once gave a speech at the University of California in San Francisco. And his quote, which I won't read verbatim, goes simply like this. You are among the most privileged people to ever have walked the face of the earth. You are among the most privileged people to ever have walked the face of the earth. And you have to remember that as time goes on, history will judge you about whether you lived your life in service of others and in betterment of mankind, or whether you lived your life for the opportunity that it presents to you. History will judge you, but more importantly, as time goes on, you will judge yourself. And so I implore you to take this amazing education that you've received, this amazing opportunity that you have as graduates of the University of North Dakota, and live your best life. Live an important life. Live a meaningful life. Go do great and good things. You can do it if you're willing to risk. If you're willing to lean on your family and be supported by your family, you will live your best life. Congratulations to all of you, and good luck with whatever you decide to do.
Over the span of nearly 4 decades, you have achieved one of the most distinguished records of public service to this state. Growing up in Manador, North Dakota, your family was large and your hometown was small. This upbringing taught you the value of hard work, cooperation, civility, and community involvement. Early in your career, you joined the office of the State Tax Commissioner. There, you served as a director of the Dakota Gasification Company, the only commercial-scale plant in the nation producing natural gas from coal. Since then, you have been a tireless champion for the state's energy industry and jobs. You won elections as State Tax Commissioner and then Attorney General. As North Dakota's Attorney General, you worked vigorously to protect our citizens from crime and deceptive practices. The agreement you brokered with the tobacco industry resulted in one of the largest civil settlements in our nation's history. You were the first woman from North Dakota to be elected to the United States Senate, where you quickly gained national attention for your ability to work across party lines to achieve common sense solutions. In the Senate, you helped write and pass the Comprehensive Farm Bill and legislation to provide relief for our rural credit unions and small community banks. You worked to expand affordable housing and economic growth in small communities, improve rural mail service, strengthen northern border security, and increase educational opportunities for Native American children. You also worked to ensure the U.S. government fulfilled its treaty and trust responsibilities toward our Native American citizens. You are a proud graduate of this university, and you have returned often to campus to share your experiences and insights with our students and to cheer on the Fighting Hawks in football and hockey games. In 2017, you worked with UND to host an innovative conference on issues and opportunities in the Arctic Circle. This university proudly proclaims the theme of Leaders in Action. With your work on behalf of all North Dakotans, you have truly shown us what a leader in action can accomplish. In recognition of an outstanding life in public service that is an inspiration to all of us, the University of North Dakota is proud to confer upon you the honorary degree, Doctor of Letters.
Thank you so much.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the North Dakota State Board of Higher Education, I confer to you, Heidi Heitkamp, the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters. In recognition of your rank as Doctor in Letters, I will invest you with the doctor's hood marked with the official colors of the university. In witness of this degree, I will also present you with a diploma officially signed and bearing the seal of the university.
It is no mystery. I love the University of North Dakota. I have to, because this is where I met my husband. So it bears a special spot in my heart. I want to thank Paul Sun for nominating me, and I want to tell you what an incredible honor this is to continue to have a relationship with the University of North Dakota, continue to have this relationship with all that this university does for our great state of North Dakota. Thank you, President Kennedy and faculty and the committee for bestowing this honor on me. I will forever be grateful. Thank you.